My name is Emily. I am a senior graduating in 2024, and my major is in political science. I'm a pretty involved student on campus. I am a tour guide and resident advisor as well. I'm also the president of the Chapman Feminist Club on campus and a member of the Kappa Alpha Pi pre-law fraternity. My campus involvements have definitely defined who I am as a student. I think that it's very unique to Chapman's experience that you're able to tap into so many different aspects of yourself and not feel like you're sacrificing anything else. Throughout my time at Chapman, I've had the opportunity to find multiple mentors. Most notably, I've had the incredible experience of getting to know one of my peace studies professors. He's helped me receive internships and really navigate the law school application process as a first-generation applicant. I am grateful for the Chapman Fund because they made what had once seemed impossible for me become possible. Thank you, Chapman family, for supporting students like myself and being part of Giving Day.